Hey everybody, Richard here with CRG Games, and we're back with another box of money cards. I say that because if you watch the previous videos, every single box, I'm pretty sure has at a minimum broken even, and on at the maximum, probably profited 10-15%. I don't know why I didn't do this set sooner. Now, the reason I did this set, I believe, is one of my commenters suggested that I do Adventures in the Forgotten Realms and Strixhaven. So I said, sir, yes, sir, we will do that. And it's turned out to be a great decision. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with anything good. Let's see. Fervent Mastery, Kian, a Doomblade. That is, pretty decent there. Each box has 30 packs. Each pack has about 14 cards, 12 to 14 cards, depending. And so far, I've found that you can get up to 5 rares in total. Village Rites, and an Expel, and another Springjack Shepherd. So we did get one of these in one of the previous boxes. I guess it doesn't hurt to have 2. And if my voice cracks at all or anything, that's because it's late. And this is the 3rd or 4th box I've done this tonight. Chaos Warp, it's a good hit. So I am a little bit on the tired side. When I started all this, I thought, this is a great way to have some fun, crack some packs. I'm getting inventory too because these all get listed on TCG, and I'm hoping that I make some money. I'm okay if I don't. I'm not making anything off of YouTube because I am far, far and away from making anything, or even being able to qualify. But this is fun for me, so I wanted to share it with everybody else. Share my findings, share the cards, all that good stuff. And then hopefully I make money in the process. So we're gonna throw a possibility. Tome Trip. Wow, yes. Yes. This product so far has not disappointed. So we got a Phyrexian Tower. I believe Phyrexian Tower now has gone down a little bit because of reprints, of course, in the list. But I believe it's still in the $20 range. I do run this in my Edgar Markov deck, of course. So we are going to sleeve it. And set that aside. So if you guys don't use Dragon Shield, do I have that on the, no, it's on the right side. If you guys don't use Dragon Shield sealable sleeves, you probably should, especially for the valuable cards. And the reason I say that is because the thing that makes cards curl is temperature and humidity. And while it's not 100% airtight, the sealable sleeves do press out most all of the air, and it makes the cards less vulnerable to curling by humidity. And they're not that expensive. They come in packs of 100, so I only use them for the more expensive stuff. Eventually, when I get my decks all foiled out, hopefully they will all need to have those. Hey, second Wandering Archaic. But once you have a sealable sleeve on your card, and it's in a like a Dragon Shield or whatever your preferred card sleeve is, it becomes a lot more protected from humidity. I guess I'll say that. I can't put any numbers on or anything like that, but in my experience, it has worked very well, and I would highly recommend doing that, especially if you've got a good bit of money in there. Now, if you don't have the sealable sleeves, the next best thing is to just double sleeve it. But of course, try to do the sealables if you can. And they're not that much of a premium over the regular sleeves, to be honest. Compulsive Research. And a triplicate spirits from M15. It's interesting. I really like that convoke mechanic from back in the day. I don't think it's been used a whole lot in any recent sets that I can remember. Oh, almost missed it there. Adventurous Impulse and Mortality Spear. Okay. I'm knocking over my piles here. Phyrexian Tower, that's a great hit. Now, I have the original version. I usually try to go for the original versions when I can. One of the things that I think everybody needs to keep in mind is the player base of Magic the Gathering is getting older. At least the people that started playing a long time ago are. And one of the things that tends to happen over time is when people get older, they accumulate more wealth. And when people accumulate more wealth, as long as they're not overspending, they have more money to spend on hobbies. One of those hobbies being things like Magic the Gathering. So, forget where I was going with this, but essentially people have more money to spend on product, and they have more money to spend on higher value product. Let's see. So things like a $20, $30 card, or I know where I was going with that. The reason why I buy the original versions is because as I get older, I seem to have a little bit more income. More income, I save more of my money, and as a result of that, I can spend a little bit more on the hobbies I like, and I can buy quality over quantity. And I tend to go for the quality Stormkiln of the original products. I love the way they look. I love the feel of them. And just the fact that they've lasted so long in good condition, because I usually buy near mint, I think, it's an investment in something that you like to do. Duress and Divine Gambit. And as we get older and as we accumulate more wealth, it should stand to reason that we spend more on the more expensive cards. And that's why the prices, that's one of the reasons why the prices go up, because expressive iteration, as we get older, we get more wealth, and that increases demand on those older, higher cost cards. Another Ulvenwald Mysteries, we got one of those before. For example, dual lands. I don't own any dual lands. I've got a lot of great cards, but I don't have any dual lands, and that kind of stinks. But, I'm finding that I've got a little more, residual income after I pay my bills and whatnot, so I've been looking to pick some of those up. Although, the costs are just, they're high. The only thing is, they're probably going to get higher before they go lower. Mainly because they're probably never going to be reprinted, and if they did, that would be the craziest. It would just be the craziest thing. I hope that doesn't happen, because it takes away from the specialness of those cards. This is going to be turning into a Richard Rambles video, I do believe. So that's kind of my view on it. We make more money, we spend more of it on the hobbies that we enjoy. I mean, what else are you going to do? You can't take it with you, right? Pretty sure everybody's heard that at least once. Some of these packs are kind of difficult to open, actually. There is a list card in the back here. Hopefully something good. Hey, we got a Kasmina. Mana Tithe. So, when I opened those Time Spiral Remastered boxes, I had a whole bunch of Mana Tithes, and they sell very fast. I don't know if I have any left, to be honest. So I would expect that this version of Mana Tithe is probably worth a few bucks. It has to be. Kilnmouth Dragon. That is the dual deck Knights versus Dragons card. Amplify. It's a mechanic that I don't remember seeing in a really long time. Not sure if that's worth anything, but it is still cool. And it fits the set because we've got the Elder Dragons. Stormkiln, Tempted by the Auric. I've already given away the last cards there. Swords to Plowshares, great hit, and a Weather the Storm. I don't think we pulled one of these yet. You gain 3 life with Storm. That's gotta be worth a couple bucks, at least. Part of that is me using my knowledge of Magic cards and where the value is, and part of that is hope. Which is okay. It's okay to have hope. Alright, Draconic Intervention. Agonizing Remorse. I'm wondering if we're going to see another Demonic Tutor. Because so far... Whoops. Lost it there for a second. I've been recording for a while now. We've seen 3 Teferi's Protections now. Only 1 Demonic Tutor. Luckily it was the foil version. I could really use the foil version of Teferi's. But, you know, it's... I don't know. I thought it was going to be way more rare. I was going to be happy if I pulled 1. Let alone 3. I may have to do a second case opening of this product just to verify the findings. And a Professor Onyx, and a Mizzix's Mastery, and a Fomori Nomad. This is from Future Sight. I really like these borders. I think it's a shame they didn't catch on. And the foil versions of those are also really thinking cool. Like, one of the great ones is Muragonda Petroglyphs. You know, creatures with no abilities get +2/+2. I've got at least one of those in foil, and it's just a great looking card. The art, you know, it almost kind of reminds me of the Mystical Archives because it's so different. This is our first Rowan, I'm pretty sure. A Harmonize and Make Your Mark. Only a few packs here left. Hopefully we do get something something spicy. You know, like an Expressive Iteration. The lands, they really they don't have a whole lot of value in the set, unfortunately. You got a Sign in Blood and a Humiliate foil. Sign in Blood might be one of the more valuable ones. That's one I'll have to double check. Oh, I already gave it away. It's a foil opt. Alright, Poet's Quill. Infuriate. Oh, it's a two Mystical Archive pack. With 2 1-drops. That's pretty cool. This box is looking to be a little bit on the weaker side compared to the other ones, but it's okay. We've got a couple lands, which will make up for it a little bit. 4 packs left. I think this is before, at least in wherever these packs were printed at, before they started putting the pull tabs in that made them a lot easier to open. Retriever Phoenix, and we've got a Negate, good card. I didn't even get anything off that one. I thought for sure I was going to give that away there. Alright. I would shuffle through these faster, but it seems that they like sneak rares in there. Like some of these packs have not a whole lot of commons and uncommons, and they have like 3 or 4 or 5 rares. Alright, we're going to list card here. Please be a Kozilek. Dragon's Approach is still good. It's 50 cents to $1, somewhere in there. Plarg, Thrill of Possibility, Guiding Voice, and a Coveted Peacock from Conspiracy Take the Crown, I believe. I think I've seen that card pop up here recently in something. I thought maybe people were talking about it or something. Either that or I just saw it and I remembered it, and I thought that's what people were talking about. All right, Defiant Strike and Clever Luminancer. Lumimancer, I guess. Okay. So nothing too crazy in this box, except for the Phyrexian Tower. This is obviously the hit of the box. Great card. Rares, nothing too crazy. I think probably the most expensive card in here is going to be between Professor Onyx. So that's around $12 to $13. and Wandering Archaic, which is around 9 to 10. So those are probably going to be the two most expensive cards that were pulled, unless there's a Mystical Archive in here that is worth more. But I don't think there was that I can see or that I know off the top of my head. So that's been box number 5. We've got one more to go. And until then, I'll catch you guys later.